Hi there YouTube, Mr. Livery here. We're running a iron mic attempt in the Melbourne Centre, Melbourne Snowy Approach and Tower. We're trying to keep our services online as much as possible so that we beat all the other guys that are also doing similar. We are winning at the moment. Currently we have Melbourne Approach, Tower and Snowy online, as well as the boring Sydney sector. That'll be coming up from Tasmania, because it's not been getting any love and it's time to give it some. We'll be flying the Dash 8 Q400 up from Devonport in Tasmania, and I'll be heading up to Melbourne, across the Bass Strait and in P3D. As you can see, the weather is a little bit wet at the moment. It's not too bad though, and we have the scenery by Fluke at OZx. You'll see links to that below. Let's get a flight plan. It's going to be Qlink 52 Delta going from YDPO to YMML. It's expecting runway 24. I think we're VH Quebec something. Quebec Oscar Mike. There we go. Grab contingency of 20 minutes plus a holding time of 15. See what the weather's like in Melbourne currently. Few at 3,000, scattered 3,500, temperature's 9 degrees. And there is showers of rain expected in the area. Yeah, it's pretty much now. So it's scattered showers. Later on it gets a bit windier, but only 10 knots. And from the north, and that rain goes away, but that's well into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Gonna grab a random payload, drop these dudes, that should be fine. Gonna drop that cargo. And let's see, I need to go into weight and balance. At 57 coming in, we're gonna have 49 going out, so it'll be 9 in the front. 15 I think there, 5 there, 6, 7, there we go. And for the baggage, we're going in with 7 kilogram max per bag and 539 kg. Divide 7 equals 77 divided 2 equals 38 pieces of luggage in each section. 38 there, 39 in the back. Go ahead and calculate that. Now it's a little bit too far forward, I think. So I'm going to go with 28 in the back and 49 bags in. So again, 28 in the front, 49 in the back. That puts us nice and even in the Mac trim percentage. Trim envelope is about 90 there. Cool. So that's calculated through. We need how much fuel. We'll see that in a second. Find the alternates. We've got Avalon runway 36. Go ahead and compute that and check that. Yeah, that's not right. Need low airways, and from Melbourne, it's the one that goes via Warren. So H215, I guess that is. Didn't know what I'll do. This should be easy enough. Go ahead and go to flight aware. Get the real flight plan from the real airplane. YDPO to YMML. Qantaslink, the one with 52. Let's see what it's filed at flight level 180 as well. So we'll limit the PPX to 180. Chuck that into the flight plan. Build that right now. There we go. Via Warren, that's correct now. And we'll release that. Send that off to vatsim. Also print it out. execute PDF. Save that along. $52 Delta. So the fuel on board will be 2366. And the trip fuel is $9.97. That's better. Send that off to the flight sim. Unpause. That weather seems to have dried up. So it's probably scattered showers. Live weather is active. Let's jump in. Crossing the GPU there. And bus is tied. External power is on. And here we are in the nice little township of Devonport in Tassie. Going to go ahead and log in. -8 Q400 Q-Link $52. Double check that I've got the flight plan there. And it hasn't come up because I haven't filed it yet. Set that through the file. Not filed because I'm logged in. Disconnect, refile, and log in. And there we go, that's all set. So let's jump on board and get ourselves ready to go. Turn the screens up a little. Okay, then let's check on the flight plan, going from YDPO. Accept that. And the flight plan has us going via OZx. Accept that one. Victor 246. Go to list, airway, find Victor 246, which is number 2. Set that through, and Onagi, I believe. Just drop me off the network. Let's get that back in. Onagi, which is number 2. Tasma is the first waypoint. I'll need that. So from Nagu, go to list again, airways, and we're coming out of H1, once again, H215, number 1. Up to Warren, which is number 1. List again, airways, and W687, number 5, down in Melbourne. YMML, and that's that set. So have a look at the fuel plan. Okay, passengers on board 58. cargo. Is it 580 something? I'll just double check again. $539. Just over half a ton. Alternate Avalon, we need 275 to get there. Holding, truck in 15 minutes, which is 160. And the extra is 346. Fuel on board should be 2366. And the gross weight is 26.2. So 26.2, call 26 because we're going to burn a little bit. It'll be, we'll go flaps 10. It is raining, so I need to reduce a little bit on the V1. Cut 5, so it'll be 110 on the V1. Rotating at 115. And the V2 is 118. Going up to the top here, we need a flap 10 V-fry, which is 128. And the V-climb, which is a 148. That's all there. Just going to go nav, direct to Earthstorm, that's all good. It's going to services, gear pins, I believe are out of the airplane. Yep, nothing hanging out of the gear there. Good stuff. I think the cabin is completed boarding. Let's start up the APU. Before we hit the start button, just going to check these. Good stuff. APU start. It's a bit cool. Be nice to get some air going while we do the checklists. Position lights are in, logo lights on. Generators up. And we'll drop the external power. Okay then, checklist. Alright, safety checks, documentation's on board, batteries are on and checked, main bus tie is tied, DC external power is off, we have the APU. Battery temps. Battery temps are all good, under 10. Bus voltages. We have DC and battery. DC bus is fine. Safety equipment on board, landing gear lights 3 green. Engine intake doors 2 green. Circuit breakers were checked. Alternate gear door is closed and the switch is hatched. Fire and smoke detection's been tested. Bleed air 1 and 2 are off. APU bleed is on. Recirc fan is on. Pressurization should be set for 400 at Melbourne. And that's set. AC packs are checked and should be auto. And they are. Emergency lights are armed. Fuel transfer and quantity is off, and we have 1.18 in each. Parking brake is on. Power condition levers are disc and off. No steering. Let's check that now. Is currently off, I do believe. Yep. And FMS is set. Let's do a takeoff and departure. Briefing. I am fogging up here, so I'll set that to normal. Okay then, let's look at some charts. That's what I've got there. Cool. D for Devonport. Okay then, it's runway 24. Let's have a look at that meta. Got a TAF Launceston's the closest. Wind 360 degrees, 9 knots, scattered 5,400. 4 degrees Celsius, QNH 1006. On the below 6 set. Going to go 8,000 feet on the climb. Nav source set to the FMS. And need to cross fill the other FMS. Okay, departure will be runway 24. So the taxi out, we're heading out on Bravo, backtracking on the entire length, doing a U-turn, taking off. 1,800 metre long runway. We should come airborne just after the intersection of the runways there. Intersection is grass runway. Once airborne, we're making a right-hand turn to intercept, and that's water out there, so no terrain to worry about. Elevation of the airfield is 17 feet, and there is a mast at 52 feet just off the end of the runway. So we'll track centre line to above 52 feet, and we can turn. It's probably going to be more like 200 feet. Okay, we're going to be derating the TRP down to 87. And that looks to be okay. We have a CTAF. CTAF frequency is 126.9. And that's set in the CTAF. We also have a sensor on 1240. And we'll talk to them when we're ready for taxi. Till then, I'll have a chat to the passengers and we'll get on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. Welcome aboard our Dash 8 Q400. We'll be taking you up to Melbourne today as Qantaslink flight number 2052. We're preparing the aircraft for departure, and we should be underway in about 5 to 10 minutes. Cabin crew will be coming through just to check that everything is set for our departure. Hope you do enjoy the flight today, Just looking up in Melbourne, it's a little bit as it is here, scattered rain showers through the area, and a temperature of currently 9 degrees. So I hope you do enjoy your flight up to Melbourne, and have a nice relaxing flight. Cabin crew, prepare the aircraft for departure. Okay. Make sure the rudder trim was out there. G'day, before start checks. Trims are set, door and fueling lights are out, passenger signs on. Cabin report is received, flight deck door is locked, collision light is red. APU bleed can go off for the start, and batteries and buses set. We'll start number 1, actually they're over there, so we'll start number 2 first and then get number 1, starting on the stand and then taxiing out to the right. Okay, engine number 2 set. Let's go. NH is good. Set to start. Good start, number 2. And selecting 1. Starter engaged. NH rising. Starting number 1. And that's a good start on number 2. Wipers are in. 210 on both. Let's run the last checklist. After start, external power disconnected. Main bus tie is off. Ignition lever set to maximum. And we're waiting for those RPM to increase. Prop RPM in the green. Electrical panel, good with AC and AC2. Generators are on. DC is on. We can turn that off now. APU is coming off. Checking doors. Doors are all closed. Okay, auto feather select. Fuel pumps are on. BTU and hydraulic backup is set. Flaps 10 for takeoff. Select flap 10 please, thanks. And I'll check the rudders. Rudder's got good travel to the right. Check without rudder 2. And all the way across to the left. Good stuff. Number 1 is off. Rudders are good. I'll do the rest of them as well. Control locks off. Spoiler's good to the right. Let's take out 1. And 2, good. To the left. Good. Controls are checked and free. Okay, no wheel steering can go on. PFD, MFD, ED is checked, and we have the PFD on wings level GA. Bleed set minimum, and that can go on. DR's check, and test complete. Got statics are on, and live chat to the tower, to the centre, sorry. Melbourne Centre and all stations, Devonport, Q-Link 52 Delta, taxis runway 24 for Melbourne, IFR.
.38, request altitude change to flight level 250. Emirates 238, turn left heading 10, descend 9 Alpha. Sydney departure, Qantas 9415 with you on climb to 5000, passing 1800. Qantas 9415, they identified. Back climb to flight level 380. Climb flight level 380, Qantas 9415.
Melbourne Centre.
Velocity 9570, descend 9000, QNH 1014. Velocity 9570, descend 9000, QNH 1014. Normal South in QNH 1014, velocity 9570. Melbourne Centre, Qantas 465 is at 140, requesting further descent. Qantas 465, called you 5 minutes ago, descend to 9000, QNH 1014. Please 9014, Qantas 465. Emirates 238, turn left heading 120. Turn left heading 120. Emirates 238, descend 9. Emirates 238, QNH 1014.
Might do our CTAF call first. Traffic Devonport, Q-Link 52 Delta out of Terminal 1 is taxiing runway 24 via Bravo. We'll call before entering. Might have a keep an ear on the CTAF 1269.
Qantas 5377. Would you have a heading for Canberra Airport for me as my SMC is flying
I'll
up?
save that on radio 2. I'll turn that up a bit.
Qantas 5377, right heading will be fine.
Let's start the taxi.
There's that current heading 5377.
Taxi checklist, brakes checked, takeoff warning. I'll test that now while we have the brakes on.
Velocity 778.
Brakes off. That's good.
Start clearance for Melbourne, cleared. Lizzie 4 Alpha, arrival runway 27.
Takeoff warning checked, takeoff
Maintain
power.
level
NTOP should be 87.
Velocity 778, through Lizzie to Melbourne,
87.
maintaining flight level 340.
Pilots are checked. Controls are checked. Your dampener is in. And just waiting on clearances in the cabin. Already made our CTAP call and make a
Contact Melbourne approach 13.10.
parking brake is released.
1465 negative, that was for velocity 9570. Approach for V9570.
South Link 52 Delta is at Devonport. It's taxiing for runway 24, IFR to Melbourne.
Getting 52 Delta today, code 3136, no Wi-Fi traffic.
Scott code 3136, Link 52 Delta. Do that once we're up on the hold short point. She'll do it before we cross. Just in case there's anyone coming in, no fire traffic, so I should have there.
5377 requesting to call airport.
3136.
On a 5377, descend to flight level 140.
There's now
3136 set.
on a 5377.
And we'll release that now. Make sure vPilot's caught that. Yep, mode Charlie. Lights on there. And his skid is armed.
Remember, it's 238, 10 left, 350.
Okay, outside temperature is 11 with rain. I think we'll be alright without the... I think above 4,000 we will need anti-ice, so that's our target. 4,000 is the freezing level. I was just reading that earlier in the TAF while I was in the office about 3 hours ago. The freezing level was 4,000 feet and it's snowing above that.
Yeah, just a short delay with the vectors due to some traffic congestion.
Alright, we'll drop over the CTAF again, drop it out of radio 2, so we're not double transmitting. Traffic Devonport, Link 52 Delta -8 is entering runway 24 for backtrack. I need to get that Ursom to Tasma, so I can do that now. Nav. Yep, Ursom, there we go. All good there. Runway 24. That's set, and we'll enter. All the lights on, please. Line up checks. Exit lights are white, landing lights are on. Pit static isolation valve is isolate. Bleeds are set. Navcast mode is set, and we'll take the altitude selection of 8,000. Caution panel is black. Lineup check is complete. Not exactly a nice day for VFR flying, so probably no one around being around a Cessna. Should only be IFR traffic, and there's no one reported by centre, so it should be clear. We are looking down the runway, but about to turn our back now, so that's all fun. Got to go ahead and turn on the weather radar as we make the sweep. Let's go do that now. Set that to the test. Radar test complete. Once lined up, we'll reset the weather radar and then turn it on. Radar is set to standby, and we'll turn it on now. Take that test out. Radar is on. Good. And we'll make the broadcast. Devonport traffic, Qlink 52 Delta -8 is departing runway 24, right hand crosswind departure. Gust lock is off, all the lights are in, lineup check is complete, and we're ready to go. Takeoff set, 80 knots. B1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. One gear. There we go. Time is 17. Just need a bit more rudder trim in there. Cool, there it is. Let's make that turn. Traffic Devonport, Qlink 52 Delta has departed the field, making right hand crosswind. Switch over to Melbourne.
It's 9415, climb level 380, I can't remember those there already. We are already on climb to flight level 380, Qantas 9415.
Take the autopilot, thanks. Heading select and we'll take a speed. Speed 210 and we'll make climb thrust.
70, sent to 9,000 and
climb set.
Keep flying that current heading.
What time do we get there?
That's flight level 90, current heading 198.
42. Tasma.
Qantas 5377, descent to 7,000.
Oh no, checked.
What is that descending to 1,000 after 37?
46. Melbourne South Accurate Link 52 Delta depart Devonport, time 17, climbing through 6,200 on climb to 8,000 direct to Tasman.
Doing 52 Delta, that was cleared to Melbourne via Tasman and route 180.
Go to Melbourne planned route, flight level 180, Accurate Link 52 Delta. Level 180.
Covering the rest of that just then, but you are identified.
52 Delta, thanks.
Velocity 778. Off in the direction, looks like heading 390. Is that, did you mishear me possibly?
And I'll just check our rudder trim.
Yeah, tracking 292
all fine there.
towards Livery.
After takeoff checks.
Velocity 778.
Undergear is up, flaps is 0, lead set to normal, climb power is set.
Flight level 2
Climb checks. Couple of feet left.
Descending to flight level 250, velocity 38.
Up to flight level 180, so we can barrow set 1013. That's set across the board. After protection will be required. Let's we're above it. That didn't actually detect anything, so we're all good. Can turn off this though. And landing lights are off. Seatbelt signs go off too. Pressurization. Pressurization looks quite happy, just coming in through 2000. Standby Hydrox PT with normal, fuel pumps are off and auto feather is off. Climb checklist is complete. That weather radar position down a little. Three degrees down.
Velocity 778, just confirming, again, they're tracking 290, and Lizzie is about 180 degrees. So just wanted to confirm you've got that in your FMC.
Leaving poor old Tassie behind us. Just see the end of the coast there. This is the Bass Strait. And in front of us will be Melbourne.
Velocity 778 will set up.
Okay, let's organise some charts. I won't need that. We've got an 8 proper ATIS down in Melbourne. M for Melbourne. So we'll get the... Pretty sure it'll be the Warren rail. Yep, that's it. It's an RNAV, but it's not specific to jets or anything like that. Pick up the aerodrome chart and apron chart. Now with the apron chart, we'll be parking up on Pier Bravo, probably somewhere like Bravo 28, 25, 27, somewhere like that. Gonna go for all 28. Not sure the runway yet. We're not in ice detected.
Qantas 5377. Turn right heading 250. Descent 6000.
1,000 to go as well.
Was that heading, that's 260, 5377.
Qantas 5377 heading 250. Descend 6000.
Station Sierra. IL is approach. Runway 27 for arrival. Runway 3 for departure. D. Runway 27 for arrival departure. Wind 290 degrees 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers.
What? 78 is
5,700 feet. Temperature 0,
10 left 19.
UNH 1015. First contact with Melbourne, ground or approach. Notify receive information, Sierra.
I'm not sure
Melbourne, minimum information, Sierra. Expect high Runway 7 for arrival. Runway 3, 4 for departure.
Yeah, 130.
And I'll turn that radio down.
Not in that direction, you're currently travelling. Roger, thanks for that. I'll turn to 190 and get home from there.
Can move this slightly over this way. Boots are good. Yep, just starting to see some of that.
Snowy Centre, roll left at 122 and 109. Now it's all 2 PC lines on the ground at contacting runway 7.
Right, it's going to be runway 27.
Company Squawk 3131.
You know what that looks like, so we'll take up runway 27 ILS.
3131, no reported eye traffic. Roll left 122 and 0.
Good serve.
Melbourne Centre, 160.
Okay, it'll be the Warren arrival with runway 27.
50,
Go ahead and chuck that into the US. Flight plan at menu. Arrive.
Aircraft colleagues say...
Runway 27 is number 3.
That was broken.
And the Warren 3 Alpha, number 7.
Melbourne Centre,
Sector ILS.
15377, requesting descent 45037.
Qantas 5377, descend to 5000.
Was that descent 5000?
And from Visa to direct entry into the ILS. Cool. So it's Onagi Warren. From Warren we track down to Mitcham at 230 knots. That'll be fine, we'll do that easy. Monty Visas, and then straight to the ILS. ILS is frequency 109.3. Set. And we'll do the inbound course.
So I worked out the problem, just had the wrong star in the FMS.
Course
So
is
tracking
260.
back towards Lizzie now.
.263 is set. Format's done. Two, three. Just hold down the format button for 3 seconds to do that. Course, of course, all the way
Melbourne
to
Centre,
263.
157,
That's set. And the same to get it back. Hold down the format button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and off it goes. Going to jump in and have a look at a descent profile. At or below 8,000 at Sander. Nah, that's not us. So it needs to be 3,000 at visas.
Final. Then I'll be 7 requesting to join. Final.
Go to VNav, go to visas.
Right, heading
Doesn't have it there, so we need to actually put one in.
Left, runway 35.
It's got a 2,500 on the LS.
This is about hitting 30.
No, I'm going to put 3,000.
377.
So click it on the line select, type in 3,000.
377, you'll need to bring that check around all the
There
way,
it is.
heading 350.
VNav, visas, we've got it. Going to select number 6 for visas. And 1,800 a minute sounds about right to me.
Velocity 778.
And there's a little circle, which is the top of the center point, just after Onagi. Which is Wonthaggi, the old Wonthaggi VOR, which has been decommissioned. Warren, of course, is Nari Warren. Mitcham is obviously Mitcham. Visas is the old Epping waypoint. Or NDB, one other point. Okay, we haven't quite finished with our briefing.
Velocity 778, descent.
Minimum descent altitude is 610, which I'll set as an MDA. 4, 5, 6, 10, there it is. And missed approach is straight ahead 4,000 and vectors. On landing, we've got a 2,200 metre long runway. We want to vacate on November to dash 8, so it'll do that quite easily. Let's look at our speeds. So landing speed, so we're just about to pass a waypoint here, Tasma. And we've got 935, 945. Which is 1,870 kilograms of fuel. 1,870. Yep, 1,857, so we're good. We've actually got more fuel than we need. Slightly, not that much. So I'll be using flat. I need to check the actual landing weight, don't we? Landing weight will be, call it 24.
Velocity 78, Melbourne Centre.
I think we can get the speed up, flaps 10. We'll do a flap 10 landing at 24 is 122.
Velocity 778, Melbourne Centre.
And 127. So the approach speed will be 127, 122 is the ref, and the go around speed is 117. That'll show the on the red lines, all on its own. Gonna go ahead and we're in cruise, aren't we? No, we're in climb. Alright, drop down to cruise, then 850. That'll change some rudder balance. And that's trimmed out. Done. Cool. It's not working.
British Airways 123 with a right engine lawyer. We enough lines that we're here. Running in for runway 34. British Airways 23.
5377, runway 35, clear to land.
Exactly land runway 35, 53.
Okay, so we're pretty much ready for the arrival. We're all briefed up, we're all tuned up. We'll be using flap 10 for the arrival. Speed 127 down the approach. Mixing it up with the jets, just in case there's any behind us. They're on a single runway in Melbourne at the moment for arrivals, runway 27 only. The speed's already set, probably won't need those again. Check on outer marker, which we cross at 1670, we'll probably see it before 1600. Requirement is to cross the outer marker above 1250. After vacating on November, it's up Echo, cross runway 34, Echo, and we can enter on Quebec or Romeo even. Most likely it'll be Quebec.
5377, thanks.
We may need to hold between Papa and Quebec just to make sure that no one's exiting on Quebec, and we'll enter then. At this stage I'm favouring gate 28, but 27 and 25 are also fine, so it's 30. Another window over here. Nothing with you guys. So it's worth having a look at that rudder trim again. A little more centered now. The main thing we'll need from here on in will be the checklist.
No. 5377, thank you for your service evening. It's been good. 5377, have a good night.
Before we start the descent, we probably want to listen to the ATIS again, just to make sure it hasn't changed.
Velocity 778 is flight level 180 heading for 140. We have just gone through the mate star.
Corner 78, 50, 77. I think he's away from the controls. Corner 5377.
That's right, Qantas.
Okay. 377, have a nice one.
Okay, but there's Wilson's Promontory jutting out into the Bass Strait. And Gippsland, It's coming up there. In front of us would have, under those clouds at least, would be Westport Bay. It's where Phillip Island and French Island are. Bit of rain down there in front of us. Well, it'd be awesome to have a full-size simulator where you can shine lights through the windows and stuff to get shadows that actually track the sun. Imagine having like a spotlight on a gimbal that moves around the cockpit, computer controlled to where the sun is. Expensive dreams. Okay, ADS is off. We're above the clouds, so there's nothing much happening up here. SAT is minus 26 degrees. Fuel is plus 11. Now we'll need to cross-fill. Okay, menu, flight plan menu, cross-fill. Back direct to Onegi, number 4. Really? Set that up, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Alright. Not sure why that didn't cross-fill for me. Yeah, I got lost over there. There we go. All those discontinuities and doubled up waypoints are annoying.
Melbourne Center, Tiger 228 with you at the flight level 160, climbing 240. Qantas 9415, start clearance for Melbourne available.
Qantas 9415, go ahead.
Qantas 9415 cleared. Lizzie 4 Zulu arrival. Runway 34. Maintain flight level 380.
Clear Lizzie 4 Zulu arrival, runway 34, maintain flight level 380, Qantas 9415.
Melbourne Centre velocity 770, how copy? Velocity 778, origin 5. Copy Tower, thank you. Feeling 52 Delta start clearance for Melbourne, cleared Warren 3 Zulu arrival. Runway 3, maintain pilot.
Warren 3 Zulu arrival, runway 34, and just taking the altitude.
Feeling 52 Delta, maintain 180.
Maintain 180, Qantas 52 Delta. Okay, it's 3-4, so everything's changed.
Centre Qantas 9415 request.
So, arrival, runway 34, number 4.
Qantas 9415, we don't have a Lizzie or Zulu, Lizzie or Alpha, runway 34 be available.
Qantas 9415, that will be okay, as they cleared Lizzie 4 Alpha runway 34.
Cool, that's the Zulu, it's number 2. So that's flight plan. And we'll take Sheed.
Velocity 778, just checking our approach once we go past Lizzie into Melbourne.
Number 6. What's the weather doing down there again? Clouds, most likely. Tower, Melbourne.
Request climb to flight level 340, Target 28.
G'day, climb flight level 370.
So met Cav, okay?
Climbing 370, Target 28.
All stations on the Centre back in 2 minutes.
Okay, let's look at the arrival, modified one. Might ask for it. I'll ask for the Victor, because I like the Victor. Yeah, it's a dash 8, let's do it. Oh, send that Qantas 52 Delta request.
Feeling 52 Delta, when ready, descend flight level 140.
Delta flight level 140, and just requesting if we can take the Warren Victor arrival for the visual approach.
Feeling 52 Delta, no worries, yeah, Warren 3 Victor, that was approach cleared, Warren 3 Victor.
Good, Warren 3 Victor arrival, runway 34 visual approach, Quebec 52 Delta. Wonderful. Okay, going to go into VNAV. VNAV is armed and altitude select is armed. Okay, what we're doing, we've got sheed into the system, so we're using this approach. Warren, Mitcham at 230 knots, that's fine. Monty, Igika sheed. And from sheed we're doing a visual approach into runway 34 off the right hand turn. Apparently there's not too much cloud below 12,000 feet, so all should be good. We're staying with the current numbers, so it'll be flaps 10 for the approach, and approach speed is 127. There's our descent. And as we start that descent, just go drop out a little bit of rudder. Trim that out. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the captain speaking from the flight deck. We've just begun our descent into Melbourne at this point. As you can probably see out the left and right windows, we are currently overhead Westport Bay with French Island just off the left hand side. We'll be coming in over the southeast suburbs of Melbourne. We'll see Frankston and Melbourne off to the left hand side of the aircraft, and Port Phillip Bay quite nice in view already. We should be on the ground in about 15 minutes. The gates about autopilot. Hope you enjoy the flight and have a very pleasant onward journey from Melbourne Airport. Currently temperatures showing up still 9 degrees with a little scattered showers, but mostly calm winds. Cabin crew will be coming through the aircraft just to ensure that everything is safe for our arrival. Please pay them your full attention. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for the arrival. Two 50 knots.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 9415 would like to request the centre available.
1,000 to go.
Qantas 9415, descent flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250, Qantas 9415.
And seatbelt signs. And lights are on. Qantas 52 Delta, maintaining flight of 140.
Feeling 52 Delta, descent 9,000, QNH 1015.
Down 9,000, QNH 1015, Qantas 52 Delta. Okay, we'll start that on down in IS mode. Need to make that 130 knots on the descent. 130 is set. 9000 is set and select. QNH is 1015, I can set that now. Good stuff, and next frequency is 132.0. After that'll be 1205. And the ground is 0.7.
Qantas 9415 descends 140.
Okay, everything's in the standby. We'll be over the radio 2 for the tower. Icing. Apparently that's the icing indicator as well, right there, that thing that's full of ice. Not to mention the prop, which will be covered as well. There it is. But yeah, apparently this is modelled. That bit ices up first.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 9415, request for descent if available.
10,000 feet.
Feeling 50
Jeff, can you please take us to
approach 132.0 go.
132.0, Qantaslink 52 Delta. One 320 set. Well, approach Qantaslink 52 Delta is setting 9,000 out of 9,500. Information 0.
Link 52 Delta. Descend 3000. Clears the unav approach runway 34.
5,000 feet, we have got the visual approach for 34, thanks. Feet. Set, and we'll take the IS again. As Qantaslink 52 Delta, we were re-cleared the Warren Victor arrival.
Sorry, so again, Qantaslink 52 Delta, you're just breaking up there.
52 Delta was re-cleared the Warren 3 Victor arrival for the visual approach over sheet.
Yeah, that's affirmative. You cleared the Warren 2 Victor arrival for visual approach for runway 34.
Visual approach 34, Qantaslink 52 Delta. With the weather like this, obviously we're in and out of cloud now, but once we're down at 2,500 feet, it'll all be clear. Dash 8, what better opportunity to make a visual approach on that wonderful visual approach over Melbourne, over Essendon, and then you make a almost a 90-degree turn to the right. Melbourne City over there, the Yarra River, which is oddly blue instead of brown like it should be. Yeah, that's the Yarra River all the way up here, squiggling its way along next to the motorway. That should be very brown, certainly not blue like that. Melbourne City itself, you can see the Eureka building, which is that tall one there. Station Pier, Westgate Bridge. That's Westgate Bridge over there. This is Balti Bridge closer in. I get stuck on that Balti Bridge so often in traffic. It's nominally a 90 km/h zone, and I rarely see above 20 km an hour over that bridge. It's only 3 lanes each direction, and each lane goes through a different turn off. So I think it's the right lane goes to Westgate Bridge, the left hand lane goes into the city, and the middle lane is the only lane that goes out to the Monash Freeway. It's crazy. Anyway, enough about traffic. My aircraft. Going to reduce power. Let's get the gear down.
Feeling 52 Delta, you are cleared of the visual approach for runway 34 report. Visual.
Oh, we are visual. Clear the visual approach, runway 34, Qantaslink 52 $. Flaps 5, please. Flaps 5 set. Honda 05 is on radio 2. Let's pick it up.
That would approach velocity 778 with you at 9,000, tracking 220. Velocity 778, approach gate 8. Descend 5,000, expect the visual approach, runway 34.
Flaps 10, landing checklist, landing gear down 3 green. Flaps are set.
Say, please approach.
Okay, minimum, we'll take the reduced
Velocity
landing.
778, approach gate 8, descend 5,000, expect the visual approach, runway 34.
And we are...
Descend 5,000,
Have completed
expect
landing
visual
checklist.
approach, runway 34, velocity 778.
Okay, we're over sheet.
Qantaslink 52 Delta, can you just confirm your visual for runway 34?
Oh, $2 RFM.
Qantaslink 52 Delta, contact Melbourne now on 120.5, good day.
120.5, Qantaslink 52 $. Turn them off. Melbourne Tower, Qantaslink 52 Delta, visual runway 34. Keep that set going. Yeah, ever so slightly low on the approach. Yeah, we'll hold it off for a sec. Melbourne Tower, Qantaslink 52 Delta, runway 34. Melbourne Tower, Qantaslink 52 Delta, Melbourne Tower. Traffic, Melbourne Tower, transmitting in the blind, Qantaslink 52 Delta is approaching runway 34, will land.
This is Signal 69 request. Passage runway to take off after file.
Could hear some of the pilots on frequency at least.
Healing 62 Delta, just be advised, you're still on the approach frequency if you're planning to switch across to get your landing clearance.
Tower, this is Victor November 69. Let's taxi to the runway to take off following the file.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Guess technically we should really throw it away, shouldn't we? Let's go around.
Velocity 778 at 5,000. You can descend 3,000 now. Send 3,000, velocity 778.
None to gear up. Flaps 5. That's when we're heading, we'll take. There we go, approach. Try them on radio 1 next time. Got approach, Qantaslink 52 Delta on the go around, never got with tower. Yeah.
121746. That's fine. Have a nice day.
Climb thrust. There's 5,000. Flaps up. Approach, Qantaslink 52 Delta on the go around runway 34.
Link 52 Delta, no problem. Climb maintain 5,000, and I'll maintain runway heading for now.
Runway heading 5,000, Qantaslink 52 Delta. Autopilot in, it's not a trim. Give me a sec there.
And Link 52 Delta, I'll get you turn right heading 040.
Right heading 040, Qantaslink 52 Delta. There we go. Autopilot's in, 040. Speed. Still doesn't want to do it.
Velocity 778 at 3,000. Velocity 778. You cleared the visual approach runway 34.
Go to altitude 5,000, heading 040.
Cleared visual approach runway 34. We'll report standby.
Those gentlemen, it's the captain speaking. Unfortunately, we had to go around due to non-communication with the tower. We're probably going to be another 5 to 10 minutes before we make an approach again onto the similar runway. Do apologise for the inconvenience, as this will probably make us about 10 to 15 minutes late to the gate. But unfortunately, due to the nature of the air traffic control instructions,
turn right heading 080.
Heading 080, Qantaslink 52 Delta. Zero set. See if I can turn off the tower, see what's happening on that frequency. Here's a little bit of a funny thing. The anti-fog system doesn't exist on the first officer's side window. There is one for the captain, but the one on the first officer's side isn't installed in the aeroplane. It's not a feature that exists, so bit of oddity there. I think that's the Sugarloaf Reservoir. No, the one.
Tullamarine 52 Delta, just a heading on 130.
Yeah, we're not flying VFR, so don't have time to look up the chart.
Tullamarine 52 Delta, just a right heading at 130, thanks.
Heading 130, Qantaslink 52 Delta. .130 set. Alright, just run a checklist here. So after takeoff checks. Then gear is up, flaps to 0, bleed is set to, we'll leave it on minimum for the moment, and climb power can go. From CR, set. Approach checklist, altimeter is set, fuel transfer is off, fuel pumps are on, hydraulics BTUs set, passenger signs are on, caution panel is black, and cabin is still secure.
Melbourne approach clear in Qantas 2415. Would you
Ice not required.
Direct to policy heading 308, maintaining 9,000. Qantas for 9415. We should get a descent 5,000. Expect the visual approach for runway 34. Descent 5,000. Expect visual approach 34. Qantas 9415. Velocity 778, runway 34 inside. Velocity 778, contact Melbourne Tower, 1205, g'day. 1205, g'day, thank you.
G'day, Velocity 1372, passing 3,000, 5,000.
Velocity 1372, departure 5, climb flight level 240, break, Q-link 52 Delta, turn right heading at 160.
Heading 160, Qantaslink 52 Delta.
And climb flight level 240 for 1372.
Qantas 9415, descends 3,000, cleared the visual approach, runway 34, report visual. Descend to 3,000, cleared visual approach, runway 34. We can confirm QNH in Melbourne is 1015.
Mount Daniel over there with all the
available at present.
TV transmitters on top.
The ATIS is up, thanks 9415, but I can confirm that the area 15.
Mount Dandenong.
1015.
This is Sugarloaf Reservoir.
9415 then.
I think we just popped over Warrandyte, that kind of area. Doncaster straight ahead. It'll probably be, I don't know where Templestowe is, but it's somewhere near here. Could well be that suburb right there.
Melbourne approach, g'day, Qantas 335, with you descending through, descending into Melbourne with the Albury 9 Alpha arrival, runway 34.
Right, we're going to reduce the speed 200 knots. Looks like we'll be slotting in behind the
Qantas 335, squawk 6163.
There's that real point to
Squawk 6163, Qantas
continuing as
335.
fast as we're going.
Killing 52 Delta, turn right, heading at 200.
Killing 200, killing 52 Delta. Heading select. And 200.
Qantas 335, approach identified, descent 5000, expect a visual approach runway 34.
Speed.
Descend to 5,000, expect visual approach runway 34, Qantas 335.
Descent 3000. Killing 52 Delta, descend 3000.
Down 3000, killing 52 Delta.
Qantas 9458 visual, runway 34.
Qantas 9415, contact the Melbourne
3000
Tower
set.
on that 120.
Oh, yes, mode.
120.5, good day.
120.5, Qantas 9415, thanks for the help.
And killing right, heading to 60 degrees.
Just checking that's 360 for killing 52 Delta. 360.
Velocity 1372, no further ATC, Monarch Unicom, 122.8, g'day.
Control 7, Modern Unicom 122, just thank you very much. Velocity 1372.
260, yeah. Thousand to go.
Caution, terrain, caution, terrain.
Qantas 335, descend 4000.
4,000, Qantas 330.
Killing 52 Delta, maintain current heading until visual. You are clear to visual approach, runway 34.
Clear to visual approach, runway 34, and you want us on the base side of the city or the inner side?
Sorry, say again, killing 52 Delta.
Would you like us on the base side of the city or can we go inland of the city?
You're right to go inland of the city, thanks. Killing 52 Delta.
Quebec, clear visual approach 1034, and direct as well, Quebec 52 $. That'll be Essendon, straight ahead. I'll cut in slightly oblique of Essendon and then make a about 45-degree turn. To configure up for the approach, I'll saw it down to 180. Okay, we're going to minimum NTOP, reduce landing. Ignition levers fully forward. Leads minimum. Check 2500. Let's keep it here until we're over. Flight director's off. Not using it anyway. And flaps 5.
Well, it's 335, descent 3000.
Melbourne Cricket Ground.
3000, Qantas 335.
Richmond train station, roughly where the road crosses the railway. There's Flinders Street. I think that's St Paul's. Parkville down there, where Melbourne Uni kind of is, and the cemetery as well. $170 knots, all good for me. Zoom into Essendon a little bit. Yep, there's Essendon with the DFO and the crossing runways there. Melbourne beyond it. Pointed pretty well straight at runway 34. So I'm going to turn that back a little bit.
Good morning, this is a number 69, request takeoff at fire.
And descending.
We can have 69 contact Melbourne Tower, 120.45, thanks.
120.5 for Victor November 69. Have a nice.
Hopefully Melbourne Tower is there and hearing us when we get there. Going to start descent now, 2005. Pretty much a beam Essendon right now. Missed again is 4,000, that's set. We don't need to miss again. If we just don't hear the tower, we'll just land anyway. That's the briefing. We'll give them 3 chances and we'll actually just land. Unless we get told specifically to go around.
And Qantas 335, maintain minimum approach speed.
Ah. Right, we'll keep the speed up.
Maintain
I do need to drop the
speed,
ground.
Qantas 335.
I think get down. And we'll take flaps 10. Landing checklist. On to get down through green, flaps 10 set, and the approach speed is 127. Prop levers are full. Landing check is complete.
Queuing 52 Delta, can you just confirm your visual for runway 34?
AFM, we are visual, killing 52 Delta.
Queuing 52 Delta, sorry, your comms are very bad. If you can contact tower now 1205, g'day.
120.5, killing 52 Delta.
Reach 3468, just to confirm, so that's Melbourne 5 departure, runway 27, and maintain 5 now. You said it goes wide departure off runway 35, yeah. Reach 3468, thanks.
Melbourne Tower, Q-Link 52 Delta, runway 34 final.
Link 52 Delta, Melbourne Tower, winds 310 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Runway 34, clear to land, Q-Link 52 Delta.
Victor November 69, confirm ready to copy clearance.
Victor November 6 ready to copy IR.
Victor November 69, you're cleared to Sydney via Dosel, flight planned route, maintain 5000, Dosel 9 departure, runway 27, squawk 3102, departure frequency 132.0.
Landing, sorry. Speed.
Victor November 6 copy, runway 27, maintain 5000.
30, 20, 10.
November 69, so that's correct. The rest is Dosel 9 departure, runway 27, squawk 3102, and departure frequency will be 132.0.
Squawk 3102, runway 27.
Suppose taxi.
3468, pushback. Reach 3468, push clear, Rex 3468.
November 69, copy that.
Link 52 Delta, taxi via Foxtrot Echo, Quebec to the Bay, g'day.
Foxtrot Echo, go back to the bay, Q-Link 52 Delta.
Tower, Qantas 335 on final, runway 34.
Qantas 335, runway, correction, surface wind 3103, 8 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Okay, through
Clear to
Foxtrot,
land,
I'll do
runway
okay.
34, Qantas 35.
Up to Quebec. Okay, B28. Dampener is off.
Rex 3468, taxi runway 27.
Control lock.
Rex 3468, taxi via Tango, give way to the Q-Link Dash 8, following him on Echo to the path on the taxi via Echo, you ran the dash 8 RS 346.
Weather radar is off. Off landing checks. Control lock is set, anti-collision lights are red, flaps are 0. Weather radar is off for the moment. Fuel pumps are off. Flight taxi to taxi. Ice protection is off. Main bus tie. It is tied and your dampener is off. Nice of that to change into a normal Qantas.
Melbourne Tower, Qantas 335, headed runway 34.
Qantas 335, taxi via Echo, departure the bay.
Echo for parts of the bay, Qantas 335.
Current gate 28, I think I see it over there, yep. First one's 30, second one's 28.
Reg 3468, ready, runway 27. Reg 3468, apologies, hold position approach, just not away from people. I just did a departure anyway, whatnot. Holding Reg 3468.
Okay, parking brake is set. Taxi lights off. Start feather. Start the clock. Shutdown checks. Parking brake is set. Hydraulics, pumps, PTU are normal. Power condition lever is on the start feather. Nozzle steering go off. Weather radar is off. Transponder can go to standby. Leads minimum and we can turn them off. There's 30 seconds. Fuel is off. And I'll go ahead and request a ground power unit.
Rex 3468, Melbourne Tower. Sorry, I don't know where approach has gone. They haven't come back yet. There's a short delay.
And I'll complete that checklist out now. Passenger signs off. And lights. Red can go off. Leave the posies on. And we'll leave it like that. External power is on. Heats are off. Cool stuff. So that's us here in Melbourne. In Q-Link, Qantaslink, -8, Q400, DH8D. Good old Melbourne. I live about 10 minutes drive away from this location. On a good day. Sometimes 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the traffic. So yeah, welcome home. Hope you enjoyed that flight. It kind of does pair with the outbound from Melbourne down to Devonport a couple of months ago. So yeah, P3D, -8 from Majestic, Orbx, Melbourne, FTX Australia, and Robert Fluke's OZx Centre down in Devonport. Hope you enjoyed the flight. This has been Musical Labour. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.